Welcome to Mia's Stories. Make sure to subscribe to never miss an update, and a lucky chance to video chat with me. I never imagined I'd end up in this position. During my childhood, I was the quiet and introverted younger sibling to my sociable and sporty older brother. Our parents had great hopes for him, and he consistently met them, shining in both athletics and academics. On the other hand, I found joy in art and fashion, frequently teased by my brother and his pals for my girly hobbies. Unbeknownst to me, my passion for these interests would guide me towards self-exploration and, eventually, romance. When my brother introduced his new girlfriend, Katie, to our family for the first time, I was immediately struck by her beauty. Her long blonde hair, captivating blue eyes, and flawless smile left me feeling a bit envious. I admired her effortless beauty and found myself drawn to her cheerful personality and kind demeanor. Katie didn't criticize my hobbies. Instead, she embraced them. She was the first to encourage and assist me in exploring my passion for makeup and fashion, offering valuable advice and techniques to enhance my appearance. As my brother's connection with Katie deepened, our sisterly bond flourished as well. She would frequently visit my place to chill or seek my advice on her fashion picks. I cherished the moments spent with her, feeling at ease and embraced for who I truly am. On a particular day, while we were playing around with makeup, Katie proposed a complete makeover. Initially, I had reservations about appearing overly feminine, but she reassured me that it would be an enjoyable experiment. And let me tell you, she was absolutely correct. Katie worked her magic and turned me into the most stunning woman I had ever laid eyes on. The surge of confidence and empowerment I felt was beyond belief. She had this incredible knack for accentuating my best features in a way I never could have imagined. Just as we were in the midst of our makeover, my brother and his buddies walked in and their jaws hit the floor in utter shock. Katie chuckled and casually remarked, "Isn't she absolutely breathtaking?" My brother's friends could only manage to nod in awe, completely taken aback by the incredible transformation. Since that day, Katie frequently visited to have dress-up sessions with me. She'd bring various clothes, wigs, and makeup, encouraging me to explore new styles. I always looked forward to her visits, as I felt most authentic when we were together. On the contrary, my brother appeared uneasy with our close relationship. I noticed some tension between them whenever Katie paid attention to me, but I chose to ignore it. Over time, my brother and Katie's bond appeared to alter. They began to have more disagreements and spent less time in each other's company. It was evident to me that they were gradually growing apart, although I was unaware of the cause. Eventually, my brother approached me and confided that he and Katie were not compatible anymore. They had mutually agreed to end their relationship on good terms as they had both changed. Witnessing the pain in his eyes saddened me, especially knowing that Katie was the one who initiated the breakup. However, little did I realize back then that Katie had begun to develop emotions for me. She couldn't resist the allure of the self-assured and stunning woman I had transformed into, and unexpectedly found herself falling head over heels for me. It came as a surprise to both of us when she finally mustered the courage to confess her feelings, as we had never contemplated such a possibility before. I was taken aback and unsure of how to react, but deep inside, I couldn't ignore the undeniable connection that had been blossoming between us. As we were beginning to delve into and comprehend our emotions for one another, my brother unexpectedly walked in on us sharing a kiss. The expression on his face was a blend of surprise, let down, and feeling betrayed. Without uttering a single word, he stormed out of the room, leaving Katie and me to confront the repercussions of our choices. Deep down, we were aware that our behavior was inappropriate, but we found it difficult to resist the temptation. Katie and I had a heart-to-heart, and she shared with me that she had broken up with my brother because she didn't want to continue hurting him by being with me. She also admitted her feelings for me, and I couldn't deny that I felt the same way. However, we both understood that we couldn't pursue a relationship at that moment. Katie had to move away for a new job, so we agreed to part ways before things became too difficult. The days following her departure were among the most challenging I had ever encountered. I longed for her company, her gentle touch, and above all, the profound emotions she evoked within me. Additionally, I couldn't rid myself of the remorse I carried for causing harm to my brother and damaging their bond. Fearful of criticism and negative reactions, I refrained from confiding in anyone about the situation. Consequently, I sought solace in my artistic endeavors and makeup, channeling all of my feelings onto the canvas and producing some of my most remarkable creations. I spent several months trying my hardest to move forward and prioritize my own well-being. I dedicated myself to my studies and honed my abilities in makeup and fashion. Unexpectedly, Katie paid me a surprise visit one day. She had returned to town for a friend's wedding and couldn't depart without meeting me. We sat together and conversed for hours, filling each other in on all the events that had occurred since her departure. It felt as though no time had elapsed, and our connection remained as unbreakable as before. As we bid farewell, a glimmer of hope for our future filled my heart. Although we were aware that being together was not possible at that time, we were certain that our love for each other would endure. It was then that I resolved to open up to my family and reveal the truth about my affection for Katie. The conversation was challenging, but ultimately, they embraced me for who I truly am and stood by my relationship with Katie. Looking ahead to the present day, I am thrilled to announce that Katie and I are still going strong. Our path wasn't without challenges, but deep down, we always knew we were destined to be a couple. We took the leap and moved in together, creating a beautiful life for ourselves. In fact, we even ventured into the world of entrepreneurship and established our very own fashion and makeup studio. To my surprise, my brother has also had a change of heart and fully embraced our relationship, going as far as apologizing for his initial reaction. I never imagined I would embrace my femininity as a femboy, but thanks to Katie's support and encouragement, I have learned to love and accept myself just the way I am. She taught me that real beauty and self-assurance stem from within, and I am truly appreciative of her influence. Now, I am no longer afraid to express my true self, and I have discovered unexpected love in the process. It's amazing how my brother's girlfriend has made me feel like the most beautiful woman on earth. I will always be grateful for that.